Guys, can you hear me? The last class we're discussing first application, right? So I think we're done with the first application. I think step one is completed, right? Good. So guys, to do the practicals, yesterday I said clearly, go to the file menu, click on new edit plus, right? This is edit plus, no, edit plus software. File menu, click on new Java, right? Exactly. Here you can write the first application, guys. I said Java is everything is a class based, so declare the class using class keyword. Inside the class main method. What syntax of main method, guys? I think yesterday first step is completed.
Looks like a good.
So string array RJS, open brace, close brace. And here you can write the message like the system dot out dot println of. Here you can write the Ratan word, right? Ratan word. That's it. And application level to achieve the project requirement is that one class is sufficient, or you have to have multiple classes, guys. I said you have to define the multiple.
Multiple classes.
So can I define the class A here? Can I define what class B, right? Exactly. So guys, yesterday I said like here how many predefined classes we are using total? Guys, how many predefined classes we are using? We're using like
Two, sir.
two predefined classes, right? What are two predefined classes, guys? One is a system class and one is what? String class.
System and string.
These two classes belongs to which package? These two classes are belong
Java dot
to
learn package.
the lang package. Then we have to import that package using what? Import statement, right? Exactly, guys. Can you please
Yes.
import the statement? How many ways to import the classes total? Two ways are there. One is
Two
importing all
ways.
classes. The second is importing required classes, right? Import
Yes, sir.
java.lang.system. Import java.lang.what string class, right? I import the two classes here like
Yes.
this. Guys, as information basically in the last class, what we done, right? Exactly. Can you please today's step two, guys? Yesterday's step one is completed, which is like write the application is completed. Okay. So yesterday we discussed about the step one. Yeah, step one is what? Write the application, right? I think write the application is completed in yesterday last video, last class. Hmm? Write the application is
Yes.
completed, guys. What's the second step here? Step two is what?
Save the
Save
application.
the application, right? Definitely how to save the application, guys. Definitely we have to save the application using which extension, guys? Java application means
Dot Java.
save the
Dot
Java
Java.
application using .java extension, right? Yeah, save the Java application using what? .java extension, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, before saving this code, just we have to check the two rules, guys. Here, the rules will be before saving the code, just you can check your source code. Basically, this is called source code. Okay, this whatever code you written, this is called source code. Before saving, we have to check your source file contains any public class or not. Guys, your source file contains any public class here. See, in front of the class,
No, sir.
we declare public modifier. So in front of the class, if you declare public modifier, then this class is said to be public class. Tell me, guys, is there any public? So in front of the class, if you declare public modifier, this is called public class, right? Yeah. Observe one point here.
Okay.
If application contains public class, if application contains public class, then you must to save this application using public class name. Okay, you must to save the application using what? Public class name, right? Exactly. Sir, my A is public. Then we have to save the code using data. Seva Kumar, you're getting some disturbance, please. Hmm? Don't keep the headphones too close to mouth. Please put with. Hmm? Yeah. Good. Guys, the rule one. What are rule one here? If application contains public class, you must to save the application using what? Public class name, right? You must to save the application using what? Public class name, right? Nitisha, please mute. Guys, please everyone maintain the mute rules case. The rule one while saying the application. The simple rule is if the application contains public class. Generally, public classes means all packages can access. So what is the advantage of public classes? I'll tell you later. But in front of the class, as of now, if you define the public modifier, that is called public class. If the application contains public class, guys, then you must save this application using public class name. Okay, you must save this application using what? Public class name, right? That's the first rule, guys. So if the application contains if the application contains what? Public class, then save the application. Then tell me, guys, save the application using what? Using public class name, right? Guys, if the application contains public classes, then save the application using what? Public class name, right? The first point, guys. Sir, you said application contains public class, then save the application public class name. But this example contains any public classes, guys? Guys, in front of the class, any public modifier is
No, sir.
no public class, right? Exactly. If there is no public class in the source file, guys, then you can save the application using any name. Like you can use your name or my name or any name you can use, no problem. Guys, if the application contains public class, then save this application using public class name. So if there is no public class in source file, if there is no public class in source file, then we can save the application. We can save the application using, tell me guys, using what? Any name, right? Guys, if there is no public class in source file, then you can save the application using any name, right? Yeah, that is the two rules you have to follow, guys. Sir, as per your explanation, if public class is the public class name, there is no public class, you can go with any name. That is, the explanation is fine. But sir, this is public class, then you can go with the test class. Okay, this is like you can use a test class. Sir, my class A is also public. Now tell me guys, now how many public classes I have total here? Guys, now how many
Two public classes.
Yeah, then which name I have to choose now?
We will get error message, sir.
Then which name we
Two
have?
public classes are not allowed.
Two public classes are not allowed. Very good.
Only one public is allowed.
Generally, so okay, fine. Inside the source file, guys, in the source file, only one public class is allowed basically. What the note, guys, here? So inside the okay, yeah, inside the source file, it is possible to declare. Tell me, guys, it is possible to declare. It is possible to declare only one public class, right? At most one public class, guys. That's fine. Only one public class is allowed, guys. Guys, inside the source file, it is possible to declare how many public classes? Only one public class, right? That is fine. Then come to the application, guys. This is the code what you written. Ratan what I written. The class A and class B, some empty classes we define. Then is the application contains any public class now? This is my application.
There is no public.
There is no public class means what? We can say with any name, right? We can say with any name. Let me save this code, guys. Control S. Okay, maybe no Control S, right? That's it. In local disk E, let me create one folder, guys, for your class. Just to show that point, I'm creating one folder in local disk E. Can you please create the folder like Java 9am, something like this? In Java 9am folder, can you please save this code? Can I save this code ratan.java file? Guys, ratan.java.
Yes, sir. You can write Ratan.java.
I'm getting too much disturbance. I'm clearly saying I'm uploading these videos in the YouTube. Please. Vidya, you are right. Vidya, please talk slowly, Vidya. You guys,
No, sir. It is not me.
you are not you. Then Nitisha.
No, sir.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah. It's slowly, Nishita. Archit, I think. Yeah, fine. See guys, you can save this code here to save the application here ratan.java file, right? So I'm saying the code right ratan.java file. But observe one point here, while saving the code, most of the students what they will do, they will use extension like this, guys, ratan.java extension like this. But in the C below type, it is saving as a type is which type, guys? .java only, right? Guys, save as a type, which type? .java only, right? It means you no need to give the .java file, guys. Even though if you give the .java, it's not a problem. But is there any use of giving .java file, guys? No, right? Because it is automatically saving as a type which file, guys? .java, right? Guys, are you clear now? Huh? If you want, you can give ratan.java, guys, but that is not that is also fine. Otherwise, if you didn't give like .java also, by default it is saving as a type which type, guys, you .java, right? Because you selected Java file, right? That's what it is automatically taken as a .java extension, guys. That's what is up to you. You're giving like ratan.java file or simply ratan file. That's fine, guys. Then simply you can save this code. Is very clear now? Good. Once if we save the code, just check the location, guys, where we saved here in local disk E. In local disk E, tell me, guys, Java 9am folder. local disk E, local disk E, Java 9 folder. Just now it is created. Just open this folder, guys. We got the file like ratan.java file, right? Yes or no? We got the file like ratan.java file, right? Exactly. That is information, guys. That is information. See, guys, once we done the saving process, I think we done the saving process. Once the saving process done, where is the file location? Tell me, guys. Guys, where is the file location? Which is like local disk E. Local disk E. Which folder we created? In local disk E, we created like core Java. Tell me, core Java? Not core Java, I think. Java 9M. Yeah, Java 9M is a folder. In this folder,
Java 9
yeah, Java 9M is a folder. In this folder, guys, we created the file is called what? Ratan.java file, right? Yeah, this is called my file location, guys. Guys, is that point is clear? I saved my application this location, local disk E, Java 9am, Ratan.java file. You can save wherever you want. That is up to you, right? That's up to you. Guys, are you clear now? Yeah. This is like save the application, guys. Save the application using .java extension. What are rules you have to follow means, if the application contains public class, then save the application using public class name, guys. If there is no public class, then source file, then you can use any name you can use, right? You can use what? Any name, right? Exactly. But source file allowed how many public classes, guys? Okay, source file allowed how many public classes? The source file allowed only one public class, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, saving process, any questions? Guys, second step, any questions, please? I think no questions, right? If you go for the step 3, guys, compilation process. Compilation process. Tell me, guys, what the main intention of the compilation? Every language you are doing compilation, right? What is the main intention of the compilation? Guys, please respond. What is the main intention of the compilation?
To check the syntax errors.
To check syntax errors.
Every language same process, right? Checking the syntax errors, right? Exactly, guys. See, guys, the Java compilation process will take care by the component. The component name is called Java compiler, basically. Yes, who will take care of the compilation process? Java compiler will take care about the compilation process, right? Exactly. What is the syntax of the compilation? The syntax will be the Java C, Java compiler. We have to give the file name, guys, basically. Java C file name. Java C, what's your file name, guys? Which is like ratan.java is a file name, right? Exactly, guys. When you're trying to do the compilation, guys, when you're trying to do the compilation, the compiler will do the two actions internally. Yes, when you're trying to do the compilation, the compiler will do how many actions, guys? Total here, two actions. What are the two actions? First step, as usual, compiler checks the syntax errors, guys. Compiler checks which errors, guys? Syntax errors. If any errors, guys, compiler check the syntax errors. If any errors, compiler generates what? Guys, if any error, compiler generates error message, right? Compiler generate error message, guys. That's the one thing. Definitely compiler checks for syntax errors, guys. Syntax errors in the sense semicolon missing, spelling mistake, open brace, close brace missing, some name issues, modifier issues, something like that. Compilation syntax errors, guys. Compiler checks syntax errors. If any errors, compiler generates what? Error message, right? Exactly, guys. But sir, Ratan sir, my application is perfect. Guys, tell me, if your application is perfect, there is no compilation error, then what happened?
.java will be converted to .class file.
What happened, guys? I think you already completed Core Java. Every question you are responding. Yeah?
.java will be translated into .class file.
That's what I'm asking. You know already Core Java, man. Smart. You know already Core Java, man.
So the second, So second .java file will be translated into .class file, intermediate code.
Okay, good. Compiler check the syntax errors, man. If any compilation, if any errors, compiler generate error message, right? Exactly. Second point is what? If there is no errors in source file, guys. If there is no errors in source file, if there is no errors in source file, yes, if there is no errors in source file, then what happened? Then compiler if there is no errors in source file, then compiler translate your .java file to .class file, guys. Intermediate code is called .class file, basically. Guys, compiler checks syntax errors. If any errors, compiler generate error message, guys. If there is no errors, then if there is no errors in source file, then compiler translate. Your .java file to which file, guys? Dot class file, right? As compiler translate your .java file to which file? Dot class file or not? That is the dot class file is basically intermediate code, guys. Dot class file is basically like intermediate code, right? Exactly, guys. Good. So guys, if you take the .java file contains high level language, which is nothing but a human understandable language, right? Guys, .java file contains which language, guys? Contains high level language, right? High level language means general normal English, human understandable language, right? Human understandable language, which is nothing but English, right? Human understandable language is nothing but what? English, guys. That is called high level language, basically. What a dart class file contains, guys? The dart class file contains intermediate code, basically, which is like byte code, guys. The dart class file contains which code here? Contains the byte code. So it is a platform independent code, guys. Basically, actually, you can run this byte code from any operating system. As you can run this byte code from any operating system, right? Exactly. Guys, .java file contains high-level language, guys, which is like human understandable language, which is like English. Dart class file contains bytecode instructions. It is a platform independent code, right? It's a platform independent code, or you can say it's an intermediate code, right? Exactly. Guys, bytecode generally we can say intermediate code. So intermediate code, right? And it is a platform independent code, right? Exactly, guys. So finally we decided after compilation you will get the dart class files. Guys, are it clear now? Yeah. So can you please do the compilation of this application first? See, guys, intentionally I'm doing here some semicolon missing. Now semicolon missing means definitely my application contains error, right? Guys, my application contains error or not? Which error, guys? Yeah, your application contains which error here? Semicolon missing, something like this, right? Yeah, just open the command prompt, guys, to do the compilation. Initially my control is pointing to local disk C users Ratan, right? Exactly. But where is in my file? Where I saved my file, guys? I saved file in the local disk. Tell me, guys, where I saved my file? Local disk E, right? Just to move to the local disk E. Move to the local disk E, right? Exactly. So after moving the local disk E, guys, in the local disk E, where is your file? Directly along local disk E file is there or in some folder? It is there in some folder.
Java 9M folder.
Yeah. Then how to move to that folder, guys? To move to that folder,
Change directory.
change directly to the Java 9am, right? Exactly. Then you can compile this code, guys. Then you can compile this code. Sir, how to compile? Java C, the application name is called what? Java compiler. The application name is called what? Rather than Java, right? Then you can compile this code. I said if any compilation errors are there, we'll get the compilation error, right? It's saying like line number 8. Clearly it's saying Ratan.java file. Line number 8, semicolon is expected. Please read the errors carefully. Don't skip the errors, please. Try to read the errors clearly so that you get the more subject, guys. If you want to become a very good developer, please read the errors properly. Next time when you got the same error, immediately in a position to identify that error and immediately it will rectify that error. Good. See, Ratan.java file, guys, which is like error semicolon expected, very small error. Just you can put the semicolon, right? Exactly, guys. Then again you can do the compilation. See, guys, to do the compilation, first initially I open the command prompt. I'm moving to local disk E, then change directly to the Java 9am folder, right? This is the one way you can move to your file location, guys. Otherwise application level, generally what we will do, just simply can go to the file location, guys. Just simply can go to the file location. This is my file location, right? Simply go to the file, which file you want to compile. Go to that file location. In the file location address bar, this is like address bar, right? In address bar simply type the cmd. Guys, in address bar just you can type what? Cmd. Click on enter button. Then what happened, guys? Command prompt directly open that location. Guys, which one is better? Open the command prompt, moving to that location is recommended, or go to that location directly type the cmd is recommended? Guys, which one is recommended, man? First you open the command prompt, then you can move to the local disk E, then move to the Java 9am folder. That is one approach. What is the second approach? Tell me. Directly go to the Java 9am folder, right? Directly go to the Java 9am folder. Which one is better, guys? Oh my god, for not responding.
Directly.
Directly, just open that location, file location, just we can type the cmd command is fine, right? Just type
Yes.
the cmd command is fine, right? Yeah, that is the process basically we have to follow. Then how to compile, guys? I said Java compiler. What is the file name? Yes, what is the file name here? Ratan.java, right? Exactly. I think now code is compiled fine because we don't have any syntax errors here. Then tell me, guys, after compilation, what happened? Compiler generates which files? Guys, compiler generates which
Dot
file?
class files.
Compiler generates dot class file, right? Now the question is, how many dot class files are generated? What is the class file name? You compile Ratan.java file. After compilation, definitely dot class file is generated. I'm asking what is the name of the dot class file? There's a question.
How many classes we have? We will generate that much of dot class files.
Oh, then what are the classes we have now?
Class test and class A, class B.
Class test and
Class A,
class
class B.
A and class B. Okay, let me check the location once. Where you saved the Java 9 right? This is the folder. Guys, can you please check these class files once? A class is there, B class is there, test class is there, right? Guys, how many classes here total? A class, B class, and what? Test class, right? Exactly. Then what is the conclusion, guys? The dot class file generation is based on, guys, is it based on the file name or is it based on the number of classes present in the source file?
Number of classes.
Number of classes present in the source file, right? Guys, is it based on the file name or is it based on the number of classes present in source file? Definitely number of classes present in what source file, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, then what is the conclusion here? Who generates dot class file, guys? Who generates dot class files?
JVM.
Why JVM, man? Compiler, right? Compiler check the
Sorry.
errors and the compiler generates
Sorry.
dot class files. Good. Who generates dot class files means compiler. The compiler generates what? Dot class files. The compiler generates which files, guys? Dot class files based on what? Based on the number of classes present in. Tell me, guys, the compiler generates dot class files based on what? Number of classes present in what? Source file, right? Exactly. Guys, definitely who generates dot class file means compiler generates, guys, because compiler is checking the syntax errors. If there is no syntax error, compiler is giving the dot class files. The compiler generates dot class file based on the number of classes present in the source file, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, finally, after compilation, how many class files are generated total? After compilation, how many class files? Total 3 class files are ready. Test dot class file is ready. Second is the A dot class file is ready. Next one is a B dot class file is ready, right? So after compilation, total we got like 3 dot class files, right? One is the A dot class, B dot class, and what? Test dot class file, right? Guys, are it clear now? That is information, guys. That's information. Guys, compilation process. Any questions, please? Compile application using Java C command. Who will take care of the compilation process means Java compiler. Compiler checks for the syntax errors. If any errors are there, error message. If there is no errors, then what happens, guys? If there is no errors, your .java file is translated to which file here? Dot class file, right? Yeah. So then dot class file kind of intermediate code, that is called bytecode. It's a platform independent code. You can run this code from any operating system. And who generates dot class file means compiler generates dot class file based on what? The compiler generates dot class file based on number of classes present in source file, right? Guys, who generates dot class file? Compiler generates dot class file based on number of classes present in the source file. There's a comparison process, guys. And we will do the last step, guys, for today. The step 4 here. For the step 4 here, tell me. Execution process, right? Exactly.
Execution process.
Who will take care of this execution process?
JVM.
Yeah, Java virtual machine, right? Who will take care of the execution process means JVM, Java virtual machine, right? Definitely. Guys, the syntax for the JVM, guys, execution process here, the syntax will be the command we have to use like Java command. Java, we can give the class name basically. Guys, we are compiling the .java file, sir. Okay, compiling .java file, but we have to execute which files, guys? .java files, the .class files, sir. We have to execute the .class files, right? Guys, we are compiling the .java files, but you have to execute which files here? The syntax will be the Java. We can give the class name, right? Java, we have to give what? Class name, right? That's it. See, give the Java, one of the class is called what? Test class, right? That's it, guys. Whenever you're trying to execute the particular class, guys, the JV will do the two activities. Guys, the JV will do what? Two activities here. The first of all, see guys, compiled is a translator who translate our .java file to what? High level language to bytecode, right? Yeah. But execution process, you can tell me, machine requires what type of language, guys? Yes, machine requires what type of language? Zeros and ones, right?
Ancient language, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
binary language like zeros and ones concept, right? Yeah, definitely which required the binary language, guys. Zeros and ones required. But your bytecode contains what? Your .class file contains bytecode instructions, right? Yeah, is that machine can understand the bytecode, guys? Definitely no, right? Is that machine can understand the bytecode means definitely we can say no. Here we need one translator who translate your bytecode to machine code or not. Guys, we need one translator who translate your bytecode to machine code, right? The translator is nothing but JVM, guys. Java Virtual Machine. JVM is a translator who translate. Yeah, JVM is a translator who translate your bytecode to machine code, guys. Is that clear now? Yeah, when you're trying to execute the class, guys, JVM loads that class file bytecode into memory. Bytecode into what? Memory. Which is nothing but what? Translation of translation of what? Bytecode to as translation of bytecode which code here? Machine code, right? Exactly, guys. Because when you're trying to execute the class, first of all, the class file is loaded basically. When you're trying to execute the class, first of all, JVM will load that class, right? JVM will load the class file JVM loads .class file bytecode into memory, right? Which is nothing but what? Translation of your bytecode to, tell me guys, translation of bytecode to which code? Translation of bytecode to machine code, right? Exactly. After loading the class, guys, after loading the class, then what happened, guys? After loading the class, what happened? JVM calls main method. JVM calls main method to start execution. Guys, after loading the class, file, JVM calls which method, guys? JVM calls main method to start the execution, right? To start the execution, guys. Guys, today class, first application very important, guys. You try to check the complete process once, okay? Write the application. Yesterday, complete step 1 hour class we discussed write the application only. What are the coding conventions you have to follow? Then what is the package contains? How to import the packages? Project level is at one class is sufficient, and multiple classes required. This all we done in yesterday class. Today class we saved the application with the .java extension. Then we compile the application. Java C file name. Then we are executing the application. When you're trying to execute the class, first of all, class is loaded. After loading the class, it is calling the main method, right? Guys, yes or no? First of all, JVM loads the .class file bytecode to memory, which is nothing but translation of bytecode to machine code. After loading the class, JVM calls which method, guys? Here, main method to start the execution, right? To start the execution, guys. That's it. Guys, come to the application you're trying to execute. Just open the command prompt. Here I want execute. What the command, guys? Java. The class name is called which class, guys? In the compilation process, this is a command we have to use. This is a command we have to use, right? It's fine. Execution process, guys. What the command we have to use? This is my Ratan.java file. Yeah, Java. What the class name I want to execute, guys? Test class. When you're trying to execute the test class, first you have to check if the test class is available or not available. Guys, the test class is available or not available?
Available, sir.
Available means class is loaded, right? Available means class is loaded. After loading, it is trying to call which method, guys? After loading, it is trying to call the main method, right? Is the test class contains main method or not?
Yeah, it
The
contains.
test class contains main method or not? Definitely it contains main method, right? It contains main
Yes.
method means then what happened, guys? Main method will be executed basically. Yeah, run this code, guys. We got output is Ratan word because execution starts from main method. In the main method, we have the like Ratan word, right? That's what Ratan word will be executed. Guys, are it clear now? That is the information.
Yes, sir.
For example, if you're trying to execute another class, if I'm trying to execute the Java A class, tell me, guys, first of all, class file is available or not available? Because every step we have to check like that. First of all, we have to check class file is available or not available. Tell me, guys, is that class file is available or not available?
Class file is available, but main method is not
Ah,
present there.
class file is available means first of all class loading is happened, right? Class loaded. After loading, it is trying to call which method, guys? Main method. Do you have any main method inside the inside this A class? No main method, right? If there is no main method,
No.
guys, you will get the error message like main method is not found in the class here. What error message, guys? Main method is not found in the class here, right? Please define the main method as public static void main string array access like this, right? Is that clear now? Good. Actually, here you can see, guys, main method is not found in the class A. Please define the main method as like this. That is saying one message. Or it's saying like Java FX application. See, guys, actually in the Java we have Java FX Java FX concept is there. In the Java FX, we no need to define the main method. Java FX contains lifecycle methods; those are automatically executed. That's what he's trying to say. You please define the main method or make your application is a Java FX application or Java FX application. If it is a Java FX application class, that class must extend what Java FX dot application class basically. He's saying that either main method is not available, please define the main method. Otherwise, if maybe your application is FX application, you can extend which class, guys? Java FX dot application class, right? That's what he's saying, clear information, right? Exactly, guys. So what about B class, guys? Now I think B class also, I think class file is available, right? Yes, class file is available, not available. Available. Class file is available means I think class is loaded, right? Guys, class is loaded or not? Class is loaded. After that, it is trying to call which method, guys? Main method. Is that B class contains any main method now? Guys, is that B class contains any main method?
No, sir.
No main method.
We got the same error, right? It's saying like main method is not found in the the data, right? Is it clear now? Yeah, I'm trying to execute the C class, guys. Do you have any C class file here? Guys, we got any C class file to load. We don't have the class file to load, right? Now we got the same error, we got the different error, guys. It's like that we have to check each and every step clearly. So we have to analyze each and every step clearly. First of all, when you're trying to execute the class, first of all, class loading is happen. If the class is available, class loading is happen. And execute the main method, it will execute the main method, it's not a problem. If the class file is not available, the class is loaded, but if the main is not available, then main method is not found, right? But C class file means what happened, guys? C class file means what it's saying different error. Could not find load or main class C, right? Yeah, by seeing these errors, you have to understood that what is the problem. Maybe my main method is not available, or maybe my class file is not available. Hmm? That you have to check, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, these are 4 steps regarding your first application about your Java. Guys, first application still not completed, guys. Tomorrow I will go do some conclusions about some observations about this first application. I mean, I will give almost 6 to 7 observations tomorrow class. By tomorrow, we will complete the first application in detail, clearly. Because here the import statements are not required. Why it is not required? What are the advantage? What are the reasons? I'll tell you in tomorrow class. Guys, first application, you try to write the application, then you can save the application in specific location, then compile the application, then you check the dart class files are generated properly or not. Once the dart class files are generated properly, you try to execute the application. You try to execute the application, guys. Any questions, please, regarding first application? Yes, please respond. Any questions, please, regarding first application? protectedtest.com/java 9am. Yeah. Has any questions regarding 4 steps? Write the application, save the application, compilation process, execution process.
No, sir.
Yeah, it's like day 4 first application, guys. I think here itself I'm making like day 5. Yeah, day 5, the first application conclusion, right? Continuation of first application, guys. Still first application is not completed, guys. We'll meet in tomorrow. We will think about some conclusions of first application. So with that, tomorrow I'll get the complete idea. We'll get the complete idea about the first application. Guys, are it clear? Yeah. So that's all, guys. That's all for today class. We'll meet in tomorrow. We'll continue, guys. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, guys.